sharing and cooking, it was hard stuff. And um, the first thing I think was just like figuring out where you are, right? Like, you gotta know where the fuck you are. And for me, that was like fucking solo, dude. I learned how to like basically do everything again all over, and my entire left side was paralyzed. And so like just like learning how to talk again was the first thing. Like I was doing ones and twos for yes and no for a long ass time. Really memories of anything through the coma. It's like if they are memories, it's like it's almost like a feels like on a dream kind of thing. So I'm not. It's like a memory that's like you're not sure if it really happened or not. And so that's weird. So I talked to my brother about it before, and he's like, they probably are. They're just been stored in the right place. So I have these memories like throughout. I remember seeing like X-rays on the wall, and my parents asked me about my phone password at one point. But that stuff honestly wasn't that bad because like I was so medicated and just like it just like blips of time happening, and like I wasn't really conscious throughout it. So I just kind of like observing shit. Like it wasn't really I just kind of like, I'm sure it was hard for my parents honestly. So I just was like kind of like going on with it, and I just kind of whatever it did. And yeah, it started out with just trying to figure out what month it was. That was hard to figure out for a while. Like, but then finally figure out the day of the week and then the date. Like that's literally how I started therapy. It was like, do you know what year and like what month it is? And I forgot where I even lived at. It was just like coming online again, like literally becoming alive again. Because I was out for 4 weeks, like a medical induced coma. So I was on the drip of like whatever that cocktail is. It's like fentanyl, fucking Dilaudid, what, dude? I don't know. Everything's different. It's really, I'm not a doctor, but yeah, I was fucked up for a while, dude. And then so like just coming out of that, I was like, I don't know. I think that plus to the injury, I was so out of it, I really couldn't even. I just was like kicking into it. I don't really remember honestly, like, but that was all. I mean, I got hurt March 5th, and so like, I mean, I on the track I was in a coma, so like I think started there, and I'd like all the way to, oh, dude, it was throughout April. Oh, it was like March, and then it was like at least, I mean, all of March exactly, and then like maybe the first week of April, that was when I flew into Shepherd Center, started to come back online a little bit and starting to do the date stuff. But I mean, it was like intensive rehab, so I wasn't. It was an ICU unit, and so I wasn't really doing anything. I mean, I couldn't even talk. Like, so I was just surviving, I guess. You know, I got pneumonia, so I was sick as I was so sick I remember that very. That was miserable because I definitely once I came back in, I was like my like my, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's like your inner dialogue. Yeah, my inner dialogue was totally, so like I could observe in like my head. I'm like, like I knew something bad happened in it, but I didn't really know that didn't know that I was really hurt. I just was like kind of like observing stuff, and it was, I don't know that's all I really explain it. So like I really didn't believe that I couldn't walk and shit, and like I didn't even see a mirror for a long ass time. So like I had no idea how bad I was hurt. I just knew that it was bad because the people around me were just looking at me like I was, something that their faces were not good. So to me, it was easy to tell that something bad happened, but I didn't really know. I didn't even know what brain injury was. I thought maybe I just would hang out for a few weeks and I would just come back naturally. And it just was like learning how to use my tongue again so I could speak and eat and swallow. I wasn't even allowed to chew. I wasn't allowed to eat real food for the longest time. I had to practice these tongue exercises, and they put like e-stim on my fucking neck, dude, to like activate the throat muscle to swallow and shit again. It was so insane. And so like my speech was super bad. I did speech therapy and tongue, all the tongue that I talk again.